Hi, everybody. My name is Nanika Edwards. I am a poet, author, artist, linguist, educator from Trinidad and Tobago in the Southern Caribbean. You can find my books on Amazon. And I'll be telling you about some of them at the end of this video. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about creativity. Creativity as connected to my goal for 2023. One of my goals for 2023 was to focus a bit more on self-education. That's really important to me. I love learning. I think that lifelong learning should be an automatic goal that everybody pursues. It just makes sense, as long as we're not moving forward, we will just be moving backwards. Like nobody stays in the same spot. We're either moving forward or moving backwards, right? So it just makes sense to be conscious about the decisions we're making, about our personal growth, and make sure that we're always moving forward. Anyway, one of the things that I focused on in 2023, like coming into 2023, one of my New Year's resolutions was that I wanted to focus on growing in knowledge, growing in wisdom. So not just like, arbitrary knowledge that doesn't change the price of tea in China. I mean, I really would like to know things and understand things from perspectives that would improve the quality of my life and what I can offer to other people. So one of the topics that I decided to look up early on in the year was creativity. I wanted to see what is said about creativity because I'm a creative. I'm a poet, I'm an artist, and everything that I do, even like I would say even languages to some extent, I'm not sure if I'm right about that, but just about everything that I do falls under the umbrella of the arts. I am a creative. Creativity is something that comes to me very naturally. I don't think that I ever lost my kiddie sense of innocence. So I think that helps, but I am a very creative person. Anyway, at the start of this year, I really wanted to understand from an academic perspective how my mind works, right? I thought, let me look up some videos on creativity, right? But what I found was, I said, you know what? I probably need to do videos on creativity because I think that it seems to me that I know, and I'm not saying this arrogantly, I'm just being honest. It seemed to me that I know quite a bit more about creativity than was put across in a lot of videos that I saw. So a lot of useful information, a lot of information was kind of repeated across different channels on YouTube, that the videos that I looked at on YouTube. But I was grateful for that because when things are repeated, they stick more. But I realized, you know what, as a creative, being in my own head and my own mind, to some extent, I would understand how creativity works a little more intimately than maybe the average person, because I know that creativity doesn't necessarily come easily to everybody, right? Wow, it's pretty hot. Anyway, what I realized as well, a lot of the videos that I found where they spoke about how, the brain structure is affected by creativity or vice versa. A lot of those videos were so technical and so scientifically complex that I couldn't quite follow, right? So I didn't quite focus on that for too long. But I'm kind of curious. If you would like me to do some videos on creativity, feel free to let me know. I would love to know if there's anything people are particularly curious about. Now, personally, I think everybody is creative or can reconnect with their kiddie side and become super, super creative, But anyway, yeah, I'm just curious to see if people would be interested in in me doing some videos on creativity. I would love to do some books on creativity and things like that, something that I'm thinking about, but yes, all in good time. I have enough on my plate as it is right now. Anyway, here are some books of mine that I would recommend if you're interested in the topic of creativity, or interested not just in the topic, but becoming more creative yourself. So for one book that I recommend would be Critter Calligraphy, Animal Alphabet Stories. The artwork in this book is calligraphy artwork. It's what's called faux calligraphy. So it's not like traditional calligraphy. It is more playful. And I don't want to say more creative, but it's more, what's the word I'm looking for? It's more playfully creative. So in this book, what I do is I have, like, it's an animal themed book. I've got the whole alphabet, one animal per letter, along with a story, a very short story, sometimes only a couple lines long, to go along with the artwork. And the stories are super short, sometimes in prose, sometimes in poem format, poetic format, poetry format. And the reason why I recommend this book, if you're interested in poetry, is because in deciphering the calligraphy, it can help you to think in a more divergent way, help you think out of the box, because you have to take the time to really figure out what you're looking at, right? It's not overly difficult, but I think that it could help stimulate that creative side of a person's thinking. So what I do with the lettering is I spell out the name of a creature and turn one of the letters into the creature or something that has to do with the creature. So it's a really beautiful book. The artwork is lovely, playful, lovely colors are used, really, really lovely artwork. And the stories are also really useful for exploring emotional intelligence in a fun way that's not too serious, that allows for a lot of discussion with children and even with yourself as an adult. I would recommend this book, right? But it's definitely a great book for kids. If you have kids, you can use this book to help them develop their understanding of themselves, other people, how to resolve conflict, all of those things that go into emotional intelligence. Another set of books that I would recommend, well, two books really, would be kind of similar, but slightly different theme, would be my carnival calligraphy books. And same thing, the artwork is based on faux calligraphy. By the way, faux means false. It's from French. So false calligraphy, right? A car. Don't know what I'm hearing. What is that rumbling? I have no idea what that is. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, what's that sound? Anyway, hope you're not hearing that. Carnival calligraphy has the same type of artwork, but carnival themed. And then there are two books in my carnival calligraphy collection. And then also have a book called C is for Chameleon, which has it's an animal alphabet book. And there's one animal per letter. The artwork is lovely paper collage artwork. And the reason why I recommend this book, if you're interested in creativity, is because, again, you have to kind of figure out what you're looking at. The artwork is not exactly literal. And when you deal with content and subject matter that is not literal, it helps to stimulate creativity. And I think I'm going to have to end this here for now, because I think somebody's mowing their lawn, and by God, I wish somebody would invent a lawnmower that doesn't make that much noise. But anyway, let me end here. And you can, by the way, you can find all of those books on Amazon, and I'll come back a little later and complete all of these videos.